Next, we will speak with Bailey's mother. Then I will discuss with Jasmine strategies for personal safety. Right back following that will be us. Benevolent public image belies the reality of Dr. Phil's divorce from his wife, Robin McGraw, unlike anything else we have seen. At 74, Dr. Phil has at last spoken out on the people used to respect their marriage based on its duration and public support level. Many were surprised when they revealed their divorce. Dr. Phil claimed that they did not make the divorce decision lightly, and that elements like changing circumstances, influence changing life goals, and personal needs became more difficult to balance, and ultimately, they split apart. But why would Dr. Phil discuss such a private aspect of their relationship? Existed any hidden events or pressures that resulted in this decision changing life? Come along as we expose the untold. The narrative of Dr. Phil's personal journey and the unanticipated turn his life took. September 1, 1950, saw Joseph J. McGraw Jr. and Jerry Stevens welcome him into Venta, Oklahoma. Early life in a modest rural house helped Dr. Phil become the man he is today. Few could have foreseen what would transpire. Joseph J. McGraw Jr. Dr. Phil's father supplied tools for North Texas's rapidly growing oil fields. McGraw's early years were shaped by tough and demand. Growing up in the center of the oil-driven economy, young McGraw was exposed to the unrelenting grind of long hours and hard labor. Lessons probably helped him cope with his own issues later on. From early life, he had a strong work ethic. By the time he was 13, McGraw was already demonstrating his responsibility by working at a Naw-Root beer stand. He picked customer service and responsibility techniques here that would help him down road. His quest for more experience did not stop there. He also worked at Pizza Planet in Oklahoma City to obtain still more practical knowledge. The McGrath family's life changed significantly upon their relocation to Kansas following his ambition to be a psychologist. This courageous career change drove the family from their comfortable surroundings and forced them to grow used to new ones. McGraw must have learned a great deal from his father's will to pursue his dreams and switch careers. He should never give up on his objectives no matter what. McGraw attended Shawnee Mission North High School in Overland Park, a suburb of Kansas City. Following relocation to Kansas, joining the high school football team as a linebacker, his athletic abilities began to shine. McGraw exhibited dramatic tragedy and physical strength, which later defined his work in psychology and television. His on-field performance was sufficient to merit a football scholarship to the University of Tulsa in 1968, a major achievement since it led him for Coach Glenn Goyer, football coach renowned for his exceptional leadership and instruction. I played middle linebacker. The rigorous training and punishment McGraw got while playing for Dose would have impacted his work ethic and demeanor. Later, McGraw attended Midwestern State University in Falls, Texas. This is where he concentrated more on his academic interests, particularly psychology. 1975 saw him graduate with a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, beginning his official study in a field that would later define his profession. This intellectual background prepared McGrath for his additional education. McGraw attended North Texas State University, now the University of North Texas, following completion of his undergraduate studies. There he studied experimental psychology and earned his master's degree in 1976. Experimental psychology is a subfield of psychology dedicated to investigate the mind and behavior by means of scientific approaches. This schooling would have given McGraw a strong basis for his future work as a psychologist. McGraw later obtained his PhD in clinical psychology from the same university in 1979. His dissertation on rheumatoid arthritis as a psychological intervention reveals that he already found the links between physical health and mental well-being appealing. This curiosity on holistic approaches to psychology and health evolved into a major component of his work, particularly on TV, where he frequently discussed the need of looking after both mental and physical. Following his PhD, McGraw worked at the Wilmington Institute doing a year of postdoctoral research in forensic psychology. This equipped him with understanding of the interactions between psychology and the legal system, which would be invaluable going forward. McGraw then traveled to Wichita Falls, Texas, to assist his father, Dr. Joseph J. McGraw, in his private psychiatric office. Working with his father gave McGraw practical clinical psychology experience, which enhanced his abilities in patient care and psychological evaluation completion. Beginning a new company called Endeavor in 1985, McGraw and his father teamed with Texas, designed to enable individuals to use psychological insights and strategies to enhance their personal life. The PATH self-help seminar was, since inner participation in this initiative was his first significant step into the field of self-help, and later on, he gained popularity for his personal development, right? Angaraz sold his share for $325,000 in October 1991, suggesting he was heading for fresh prospects after 6 years with the company. In 1990, McGraw and lawyer Gary Doss founded Courtroom Sciences, Inc., a consulting firm testing several legal approaches by recreating court cases in Massachusetts courts, using his psychological expertise to assist lawyers in determining which aspects of their cases worked and which did not. NRA was heavily involved in this as well. His background in trial consulting informed the TV show Bull, for which he is credited as creator. McGraw helped Courtroom Sciences, Inc. establish a reputation as a competent psychologist and consultant, even though he is no official or director there now. This prepared him for his eventual popularity as TV Dr. Phil. When Oprah Winfrey hired CSI to assist her defense in the Emilio, Texas cattle trial in 1995, McGrath's career veers. A high-stakes case that attracted a lot of public attention was brought about by cattlemen claiming Winfrey's remarks on beef resulted in a decline in cattle prices. Using psychological approaches to help her cope with the courtroom processes and the attention the case received, McGraw's company was instrumental in getting her ready for the trial while she was free. Winfrey publicly credited McGraw after she performed so brilliantly. When one of TV's most well-known personalities complimented McGrath for getting her win, when the lawsuit was settled in her favor in 1998, his career took off. Seeing McGrath's skill and demeanor, Winfrey asked him to guest expert on her show. He made his first visit an excellent success, engaging audiences and proving he could provide sensible, no-nonsense guidance on relationships and life strategies. McGraw first started showing up once a week on Winfrey's program in April 1998 and soon developed as a fan favorite. Often emphasizing marriage and personal development, his pieces were so well-liked that they made him a household name. Renowned for his direct, tell-it-like-it-is approach and psychological insights, McGraw grew to be a friendly and approachable celebrity among viewers. McGraw's performances were successful, which opened the path for his next major career move. In September 2002, he started his own daily TV show, Dr. Phil, with assistance from Winfrey's Harpo Studios. Carrying on the work he had done on the Oprah Winfrey program, but with an eye towards something more general. Every episode of Dr. Phil addressed a different subject and offered guests handling a variety of issues, tips, and guidance. Using his expertise, NRA assisted his guests, including family members, in a variety of issues. As he counseled his audience on relationships, mental health, addiction, and personal development, McGraw was able to establish rapport with them. New and rapidly became a mainstay on daytime TV. The show's approach combined elements of traditional chat shows with psychiatric treatment. Was novel. His open and occasionally demanding attitude to love set him apart in self-help and personal development. Dr. Phil was among the most watched daytime TV shows in the U.S. by 2007. NRA came in 30th on Forbes' list of the 100 most well-known celebrities worldwide that year. With 6. Nealon Media Research discovered on May 21, 2007, Dr. Phil ranked 4th most watched talk show. This reveals his earning potential as well as his degree of influence. On May 12, 2008, almost a year later, 69 million persons came in 6th with 5. Dr. Phil is still among the most watched talk shows, second only to the Oprah Winfrey Show, even if viewers dropped somewhat. developed gradually, and on December 11, 2018, Dr. Phil had a 9 Live plus same-day national Nelson rating, showing how popular it is and how McGraw has been able to keep people interested over time. This was the first time in history the show ranked first among talk shows for 117 weeks in a run. His comeback to the Forbes Celebrity 100 list in 2020 ranked 22nd with $65 million, highlighted those areas. 5 million, even if they work. People in and outside of psychotherapy have attacked NRA policies and ideas. Other psychologists and therapists have frequently complained that his counsel is overly simple and insufficient. Criticized for not delving deeper into mental health issues. Some believe his advice could be useless or even detrimental if the specifics of each person's mental health issues aren't properly examined. This concern stems from the idea McGraw's show, while appealing to a broad audience, might sometimes put fun over major concerns. Calling McGrath's actions in a particular episode of his show unethical and reckless, the National Alliance on Mental Illness made a rather strong complaint about them. Given their great influence on their viewers, this kind of criticism begs major ethical questions regarding the moral obligations of media personalities who publicly discuss mental health issues. The NRA has addressed many objections of his approach in separating himself from the conventional image of a psychotherapist. He has discussed his reservations with conventional one-on-one counseling He expressed his displeasure in an interview with the Sun Sentinel in 2001 over the conventional view of a psychologist as someone who is always hunched over and smoking This quotation reveals Ra's inclination for a more direct and confrontational, aggressive style, which has evolved into a trademark of his TV character's approach to often involving direct counseling and involvement. Treatment is simpler and more forceful. He constantly emphasizes the need of professional mental health treatment in spite of the issues and objections about his method. Usually, he advises individuals to seek other kinds of professional assistance, as well as traditional psychotherapy. This component of his strategy recognizes the need of formal mental health treatment, even if he has a distinct and sometimes unusual approach in public and professional spheres. Studies of McGraw's impact on his audience yield favorable findings. After viewing the Dr. Phil show, Ohio State University researchers discovered, for instance, viewers were more likely to seek professional mental health treatment for themselves and their children. Observing McGraw handle related problems on his show had an impact. This effect was connected to viewers developing a one-sided emotional link via show repeated viewing. This link suggests that viewers are more prone to seek therapy, since it implies that McGraw's media presence could help people's mental health practices, even in face of criticism. Apart from his professional life, McGraw's personal life has also been under scrutiny, particularly with reference to his first marriage. When Debbie Higgins Mall was 20 years old, he married her. But their marriage was short-lived and marred by claims of adultery and control. According to Mall, she claimed he was domineering and kept her from working for the family company, leaving her to handle housework throughout their marriage. McGraw presents on TV as a sensitive and sympathetic counselor. Yeah, but this picture of him as a controlling partner is quite different. Mall claims McGraw pushed her to engage in weightlifting and other exercises meant to enhance her appearance. With McGraw's professional aspirations and wants taking front stage over Mall's needs and identity, these charges expose a significant disparity of power and gender in their marriage. Malel has presented her marriage as essentially consociused on McGrath's needs, suggesting that her many times one overlooked personal identity and own needs. Their relationship suffered as a result of this mismatch. All felt limited and unhappy. Their already challenging marriage was exacerbated by McGrath's great concentration on his work and the need to maintain an idealized image. McCall's sense of self and place in the partnership dropped as his professional ambitions rose. This broke off their marriage. Though at first glance the marriage appeared solid, underlying issues were driving it to fail. Meeting McGraw's expectations in his career development were too much for McCall to manage by 1973. They chose to call it quits since their marriage was on its breaking point. Shortly following the annulment, McGraw met Robin Jo Jameson, his second wife, and a significant impact in his life, and their relationship developed fast, which was quite different from his first marriage. In just 19, Robin gave McGraw the warmth and protection he had never experienced before. This quick and strong bond prepared the ground for a working relationship spanning decades. Many times discussing his marriage to Robin, stressing her transformation of his life. Kirkea and Turnberg. Responsibilities for their two children, Jay McGraw and Jordan McGraw emphasizing Robin's remarkable role as a wife and mother. He has shown his great. Their sons have reportedly shown Care stresses how much Robin cares about their upbringing. They are the people they are now, mostly because of her influence. This is not at all like Grath's former marriage, which was rife with difficulties and unmet expectations. Having married Robin, Negra has discovered stability and emotional support he lacked prior to the based on mutual respect and cooperation. Their relationship seems to have balanced and made their personal and parental life more fulfilling. This movement shows McGraw's development in his second marriage, which is displaying a more loving and caring surroundings. Robin's kind and friendly demeanor matched Dr. Bill's concentrated, and they have collaborated many times. They've been friends for decades. Their relationship is personal and has also benefited Dr. Phil's professional life. From the beginning of his career, Robin has been always visible in public and behind the scenes. He frequently runs across her at public events, and her appearances on his TV show have strengthened their bond. Pointing out Robin's crucial role in keeping their life and family together among the craziness of fame and the pressures of his high-profile job, Dr. Phil often compliments Robin as the heart and soul of their family. Over the years, the couple has overcome numerous obstacles, including Dr. Phil's work obligations and the usual highs and lows of celebrity. Long-term bonds, but their respect and concern for one another has kept their bond robust. Open about their difficulties, Dr. Phil has said that Robin's relentless support and steadying influence have enabled him to face public life's challenges. This link extends from their personal life into their work life as well. As a collaborator and a loving partner, Robin has been integral in Dr. Phil's life. By appearances on his show or her own projects, they have confirmed their relationship as both personally fulfilling and professionally useful. Robin McGraw's friendly demeanor always complements Dr. Phil's tenacious and focused approach. Despite the difficult reality of being a celebrity, their marriage has lasted for decades, evidence of their close relationship and shared value. In Dr. Phil's hectic schedule as a TV personality and therapist, they had together and been faithful. NRA is committed to his family and leads a far more life than his well-publicized career as a TV personality. He values his relationship with his two children, Jay and Jordan McGraw, very highly and talks of it with great love and pride. Older of the two, Jay McGraw possesses, like his father, Jay has established himself as a talented TV producer and author. Most of his work is on personal development and self-help. He links with the family legacy by offering pragmatic guidance and observations. Dr. Phil has always encouraged Jade to follow his own path and grow independent, even if their professional domains are similar. The youngest son, Jordan McGraw, have pursued a career in music. Showing off his talents and establishing himself in the entertainment business, he has become well known as a performer and musician. Jordan's musical path reveals his different interests and passions from his father's employment. Nevertheless, Dr. Phil also provides support. His approach to raising his boys strikes a mix between praising their achievements and exerting great effort to enable their personal development. He has underlined for Jay and Jordan the need of having their own careers instead of merely following in his footsteps, and he supports their work since he wants. Because this approach puts short-term profit ahead of long-term customer service fulfillment. It is sometimes referred to as a membership scam. McGraw shut down the Grecian Health Spa suddenly in September 1973. The sudden closure of the spa in Dayton. Hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video if you enjoyed this detailed look at today's topic and wish to view more fascinating videos like this. Kindly